We're live in two places here. All right, live on Clubhouse and live on the podcast. So the whole idea is go for a walk in the evening, share ideas that are rattling around inside the head, get them outside the head. You're going to hear some noise in the background here because I'm going to be walking and talking as we are saying this, and then people join in on the Clubhouse. Then we start having a conversation, seeing where this takes us and where it can actually go. So spent a bunch of COVID tests today, so we'll start with that. I think we'll just start and we'll leave that one right there to start to end it. But this just all started with a dream in 2013. I was having a conversation with Steve Robbins. It was like some sort of consulting conversation, him consulting me, and I was just like, I want to be able to do all my work walking and talking. It's how I do my best thinking. And he says, just keep doing it, keep practicing. 7 years later, here's what we've got here. So what I did was I just launched the podcast app. So launching a live podcast as we speak, people can come in and chat. And then also launching a live room inside of Clubhouse. Wanted to start this in a way where it's solo at the beginning and then another person joins. When another person joins, then we see where we take it from there. But that's the whole idea, is do the solo stuff where we find that thing that we're passionate about and that we want to talk about and create forever. And then when we get further on down the road, we can have other people start to join. But now the beautiful thing is we can get, we just have an idea, the seed of an idea, and then can start to spread out to other places. So the intention is going to be going on lots of different walks every single night and every single morning, and just talking about the ideas that are rattling around inside the head that should get out there. And that'll be come out into podcast form. That'll be distributed into other different places, and we'll run some analytics on in the background to see which ideas, and start to break these ideas into those that we're really passionate about, those that speak to an area of intelligence, and then those that speak to a market demand, right? And market demand is what starts dictating where we focus more going forward. So I'm excited about this. So I'm excited about these opportunities. We'll probably also be listening to some of these things on air in the background to break them up into different components, and then start turning these items into things, right? Get them edited, start turning into things. And I could actually see this as chapters of a book now that I'm thinking about this. Chapters of a book. And it's just a matter of how we do the editing on the background. But if we start doing a little bit of pre-planning around this type of work, then we have the opportunity to create something new. So this is brainstorming inspired by Mark Levy's book, Accidental Genius, which was using free writing as access to your greatest thoughts. So I get up in the morning, do a couple of different rituals, but basically the goal for the day is to burn 1,000 calories by the end of the day. That's the goal by the end of the day. That's going on lots of long distance walks and being able to freestyle and be able to do brainstorming that way, this way, which is like talking. Now having the opportunity to be able to connect with other human beings makes it that much more invigorating and that much more exciting. And then we'll start to ratchet it up, start paying attention to who's listening, who's caring, where stuff is, who's listening, who's caring, where stuff can potentially be inspiring, where stuff's not inspiring at all. Ooh, I just realized something else. We could take air and drop them into TikTok. Take the air videos, the air quotes, drop them into TikTok as a 1 minute video, and use that as a way to be able to build out accounts that way. I think that'll be fun. Very interested in a TikTok scheduler for some of these, TikTok scheduler for some of these videos, just to get some original sounds captured and build out accounts on inspiring quotes. And what those quotes actually inspire us to do as we start to listen to podcasts and break down podcasts and create whole accounts just inspired by quotes on those podcasts. I think it'll be another fun way to a fun way to be able to capture some of the details and put something out there into the world. And now that I'm thinking about Kanye on Joe Rogan, doing a full breakdown on TikTok of Kanye on Joe Rogan, I was really inspired by what he was talking about and some of the different ideas, and breaking down those ideas into very cool. Taking a podcast, breaking it down into the different ideas, creating accounts for people to see, like little standalone accounts for people to standalone accounts for people to work with, and then start to execute on some of the different ideas. That can get super interesting. I really like the possibilities with air and listening to, like, look, I can listen to this podcast on the back end and scrape out the ideas that are potentially inspiring and really squeeze each of these sessions and each of these segments for everything that they're worth. Okay, so we're getting it's uncomfortable inside of the original. It's uncomfortable inside of the original brainstorm, inside of the original ways that we're walking and creating here. But we get into that little bit of the rambling phase, but that's okay. That's okay. And I just wonder if people can where can people come on live? People can come on live on Clubhouse. That's where we can start having guests for some of these sessions, and seeing if they're having guests for some of the sessions live on Clubhouse. That's a way that people can start to enter the conversation and start to capture some of the items from the podcast. That'll be fun way to be able to flow through and to be able to connect dots. And we just take a little bit of a long-term thinking. And now, for one, if the activity informs the strategy, I think you need to do a little bit of strategy, a little bit of forward thinking. Like, if we do 1,000, it's 1,000 reps. If we do 1,000 reps, what could happen? 10 a day over 100 days, 10 launches a day over 100 days, and seeing when people actually start to pop in and seeing what gets built out, what gets created that way. All right, so this is a brainstorm. It's probably only going to connect with a couple of different people, but that's okay. That's how we get it. That's how we get it started. That's how we get it working. So thanks so much for listening to this one. I'm going to end the Clubhouse session and going to invite friends. But friends, how else can I invite? There are no more messages yet. Be the first to say something. All right, I'm just going to end it. All right, thanks a lot. Oh, I can actually share this one live here as we go. Copy the Dropbox. All right, I'm going to end it.